My favorite thing that Polo cooks is fish.
Crabs.
French fries. A crab boil.
I like it when he makes his crab.
I like PopPop's omelets.
His breakfast sliders.
Breakfast.
French fries. Crab.
Fries or crab?
Onion rings and potato chips.
French fries.
Top 3 would be onion rings, potatoes, and eggs.
Crabs. Fries and salmon.
Not his burgers, but I do love his fried fish.
Crabs. Fishing.
Fishing.
Spending Christmas with him. Go out on the boat. Walk.
I like talking to Dad. We're pretty good at dreaming pretty big together.
Grabbing or fishing.
Working.
Climbing. Play with him.
Shooting and fishing. Shooting because he always lets us win, and fishing because we get to hang out and talk together.
Fishing.
Fishing and working.
Go to Red Lobster and Bass Pro.
Going crabbing.
Sitting shotguns at the cabin.
One of my favorite memories would be shark fishing on the Mandy years ago. We were out late at night, caught tons of shark, but the boat broke down, so it was quite an adventure, and it's always kind of stuck with me.
Fishing.
A favorite memory is when Mom would go on ladies' retreats and Dad would take us girls, it was just girls at the time, I guess, to adventuring somewhere. I think we went to the beach sometimes or a park, and then we would usually stop at like McDonald's or Wawa and on the way home, but we would just be off adventuring with Dad, and that is a favorite memory of mine.
I think one of my favorite memories was with Dad. Carly was there too, and we were crabbing down at the Outer Banks. We went over the bridge, we found this new spot, we were all excited, and we were catching crabs left and right with the hand lines. And I think we had like 6 or 7 crabs, and then the game warden comes around, and by the time he was done, I think we had 1 crab left, and that was towards the end of the day, so we just said, all right, we gave up. We threw it back in and we went to another spot where a guy told us about, but we only caught 2 or 3 keepers and we put them back too. But I think that's my favorite memory with Dad, is just me, him, and Carly going out crabbing at the Outer Banks.
Going crabbing. Fishing. Going to Bass Pro.
One of my favorite hours with Dad would have to be the hours and hours of time in the basement and going into AC Moore to build and decorate my dollhouse.
All right, so I got 2 favorite memories with you, Dad. Well, I guess 3 kind of, but the first 2 are together. So it's gotta be fishing trip to Canada. I know we talk about this all the time. Just a blast. I mean, the scenery, the fish we're catching, obviously the shore lunch that we had. Just a lot of fun. That was always a blast. Both trips were just a lot of fun. And then the other memory that I have that I really thought was special was actually your best man speech at my wedding. I don't know what I was expecting, I guess, when you gave that speech, but it definitely hit home with me a lot more than I was expecting, and so that was really, really special to me, and I will always cherish that moment.
He's really good at cooking.
Planning.
How do you pick one thing? He's good at everything.
Fixing things. Fixing stuff.
Fixing stuff.
Flipping houses.
Pretty much everything.
Walking.
Fishing.
Building stuff.
Working and carving. Fishing.
Carving and working with Daddy.
Working.
Generous.
Definitely a dreamer.
Loving. Hercules.
Keeper of the archives.
Hardworking.
Hardworking. Determined.
Kind.
Kind.
Consistent.
I mean, Dad.
I love you.
My favorite saying from Dad would have to be, "Stupid isn't cute."
Nice fish.
My favorite saying would have to be, take a jacket, we're going into the night.
What are you, an idiot?
Hold the pull up. Don't hold it down. You're gonna slack the line.
The one I shouldn't say is, "Are you deaf or just stupid?" And the other one is usually an invitation. Do you want to go shooting? Do you want to go fishing? It's my favorite.
Favorite saying that Dad has is the one when his new guy started for work, and I think he told Mom and everyone his first name, and Mom asked him a bunch of questions of, well, what's his last name? Does he have a wife or kids? And Dad just kept saying, well, his first name's Pedro, whatever his name was. And that just always makes me laugh because it's exactly how I think of Dad, where he asks the right amount of questions. He doesn't ask any more or any less, but he asks exactly what needs to be asked and gets the work done.
How to fish.
Among other things, I would say that Dad has taught me how to be resourceful and to use what you got.
To make donuts.
How to be a hard worker.
To make homemade donuts.
Dad taught me to be resourceful.
Papa taught me how to shoot a gun.
Dad taught me how to not get rid of anything because down the road you might be able to use it again or use it for something else.
So something he definitely taught me, Dad, and that's something I will always be thankful for, even though sometimes it was a little rougher than others, learning how, was to work with these. I am so thankful and grateful that you taught me how to work with my hands, and the value of hard work also to go along with it. Thank you.
To not touch his stuffy.
To fish.
PopPop's taught me to value family and be willing to sacrifice for them.
To shoot shotguns. How to charge the battery on the lawnmower.
That trash or something ordinary in the hands of a craftsman can become a treasure.
Happy birthday, PopPop, we love you! Happy birthday, we love you!
Happy 70th birthday, we love you.
Happy birthday, PopPop, we love you.
Happy 70th birthday,